yes.
That's one less problem for Yamcha.
For sure. I was going to say, like, I try to, my biggest mistake, at least personally, was treating drive impact like focus attack. So having that fresh eyes is very helpful and beneficial to being great at that game that you start with.
Oh, I just realized this is the 2 most nerfed characters this patch.
Oh, is that so? Okay. Please inform me, because
I've been told that apparently Ed has been gutted because he no longer has good corner pressure with his flickers. And so this is apparently a really big issue. And then Fan, obviously, as we've just seen a couple times now, you can walk out of Fan, whereas before it used to keep you in block stun.
Yes, that's right. Oh. See, like, again, we're seeing examples right now, like just little things that you can take advantage of in this game that are such high level, like such as the sway into counter, punish counter.
Yep.
That's something that is incredibly important to know when you're playing at a level like this.
One thing I think is going to be good as well is, like, I always think if you can get away with winning round 1 without wasting, well, not wasting, but using any super bar, that's always a good thing. So hopefully Yamcha will be able to keep this going and able to abuse the fact that he's been able to secure a win without using any extra bar.
Exactly. Oh, wow.
That's a punish.
That is. And even though you said that the fans were nerfed, it seems like the recovery is still really good.
Recovery's still pretty good.
Yeah. So clearly not phased by it.
So burnt out, but no super. And that's like 1 interaction probably worth of health.
Exactly. Good use of drive rush there to anti-air.
Oh.
Okay, this could
burnt
be a
out.
situation. Yamcha's got to deal with this. Good use of the dive kick.
Oh, no.
I think they may have tried to drive rush after that, or
might have.
potentially.
I mean, I would have.
Yeah, exactly. I see them do it a lot, so maybe they just didn't have. They weren't aware that they didn't have the meter for it.
The one thing that we also have to remember is that Ed, still good. You know, maybe if you relied on corner pressure, I guess that would obviously hurt. But if you were kind of just more taking people down in the neutral, then you're probably fine still.
Exactly. And that could be why SilverRupee's doing as well as they are, because they're so reliant on what they know from fundamentals that they're able to continue and carry it over in this new season.
And there we go. We're already up 1 round for SilverRupee.
And remember, everything's first to 3 until it's this whole tournament. So we're going to be seeing a lot of Street Fighter today.
Capcom, take notes.
Exactly, yes.
I don't think I know a single person who prefers first to 2.
But just all tournament organizers, I feel. Because, I don't know, I was talking about this with one of the players, but like I feel like the characters are so different, like strength-wise, if it's first to 2 versus first to 3. You need some time to understand and like kind of change your gameplay in order to adjust to different players, different characters.
I feel like it also helps, especially when you're finally playing people who aren't just like the Shotos.
Yes.
Because you always need to kind of like readjust to like what can people do, and like, oh, I haven't played a Dulcim in forever. How do the limbs work?
Exactly.
And first to 3 at least gives you the opportunity to try and come back.
Exactly. And honestly, it happened to me where I was up 2-0 and then boom, reverse sweep. So it's really helpful, honestly, for all players involved, really. And who doesn't like playing more fighting games either? So
right, exactly.
That's a big benefit.
I mean, like, you know, you pay a certain amount of money to be at a tournament. It's always fun to get a little bit more game.
Exactly.
But now we've got burnout pressure, just fan on fan.
And something to add here actually is I think Mai in this game might be one of the best characters to just abuse the burnout mechanic with, because of how great her offensive tools are, whether it's the fans or her spin special move that she does. You can just tick them away and take them to the corner if you need to.
And as well, really quick, oh, that's a nice punish. But kudos to Yamcha for keeping his bar. I thought he would have had to at least spend level 1 there, but getting to keep level 3, and maybe he could spend it, or at least get a 1, get some fire stocks going. Hopefully he can keep some pressure up with the fans.
Wow. What was a cross-up? I was not expecting that. It looks like she teleported. And one thing I want to mention there is that Yamcha was just at the right distance away from Ed in order to make a lot of those safe, what he was doing there, while Ed was in the corner.
Oh.
Both players in burnout right now, but definitely
can he just level 1 to
SilverRupee's
chip?
got to be careful.
I think I would try to do that.
I was going to say. They had a lot of time, a lot of health to store in that situation.
All right, 1-1. We got a game.
Yes, exactly. Gosh, that jumping attack is so far for
See,
Ed.
look, the fans are nerfed. You still got your throw loop if you want. Or not your throw loop, but your fan throw pressure.
That's true.
Remember when everyone thought throw loops were going to be gone?
Oh, I mean, I don't think you can. If you want to get rid of them, you got to get rid of the drive rush system in that case, I think. So that's probably not going to happen because of how strong it is in this game. So you got to pick one or the other, it feels like.
And there we go. That's a perfect parry that is not actually perfect. A near perfect parry?
Yes, exactly. I'm seeing a lot of that actually too. It makes the perfect parries feel more I don't want to say you just have a higher level of execution to pull them off. If
A
you
little
want
more
the
skill
slowdown,
expressive too.
you gotta read it. It's almost like an actual parry in Third Strike is what it feels like. 'Cause you have to guess the right direction. Or know
Okay,
the right
that time
direction.
we got the DP. Oh, level 1. Fire stock pressure now. Or we'll just run in.
SilverRupee does not want any more pressure, just getting them off, getting my off of him.
Oh,
wow.
my gosh. The fan bounce will forever not be annoying.
I know. It's very reminiscent of not just obviously Mai and Fatal Fury, but also like other characters in other fighting games who are just relentless on offense because you don't know when to attack when you're on defense. You don't really have an idea of when you can, so it's just nonstop pressure. Oh,
All right,
good
and
bait there.
There we go. All right, so Yamcha going up 2-1. Definitely doing a good job avoiding those fan nerfs.
Exactly.
One thing I always get very interested in whenever we're watching, especially a first to 3 set,
Yes.
is if the person does have a backup character, if and when do they switch?
That's a good question, actually. There was a lot of it, at least originally in pools. Actually, we saw it a few times. In fact, we saw it now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
But that's another thing that as
that's
well.
so
that is
tragic.
very player-based. I feel depends on how well equipped they are with their characters and whether they're willing to risk it or just continue playing with the same character. You never know.
All right,
Good
so
idea there
while
by
Yamcha did get out there, I do appreciate the fact that SilverRupee tried to get as much pressure as possible while in burnout. A lot of people, sometimes myself included, will just go straight for the DI, get the wall slam. But you know, if you can milk some burnout pressure like this,
Yes.
all that damage was basically because he was able to get all that pressure while chipped out.
Exactly. And I would even say, like, when you're in burnout, like, you have to second guess yourself if it's time to actually do a reversal. Ooh.
Okay, so I appreciate the thought.
Yes. It caught me off guard a little bit. I didn't even know what I was talking about. So what I was going to say before is that being in burnout, like, you have to think about, do you want to use your meter? Like, is it worth it? But
Ooh.
speaking of
Gotta
meter,
punish him there.
that is just the distance, the proximity of that one. Just a little short on that one,
right.
unfortunately.
Okay, gets out.
Good jumping,
Oh,
getting
and
out of there.
he didn't get flame stocks. I thought he would have. And is that okay? No level 1 out of that.
Oh,
Level
goes
2.
for super. Okay.
Trying to conserve the round.
Okay. Good, perfect
Perfect
parry there
parry.
with the super freeze. This could be good. That's going to go through.
That's not level. That's not
Yeah,
invincible.
that's not going to work, and that's going to connect.
Oh my God!
Yamcha. Yamcha wants to sweep right now.
From the
not
jaws.
a sweep, sorry.
From the jaws of defeat.
Was it a reverse sweep? Did SilverRupee won the first one, right?
SilverRupee. No, Yamcha won the first one, I think.
Okay, okay. The replays will tell us
That's true.
otherwise, but that's okay.
Chat, tell us.
Yes, exactly. Ooh, good bait there.
Get some fire stocks.
Yep.
Now we're gonna get some insane fan pressure probably. Oh, okay. It doesn't fight out of the corner, but at least gets him off of him.
Good use of drive reversal there. Goes into DI there. Okay.
Checked old man reactions.
Yes. Just a little bit more damage left, and Yamcha
Went for the
moving
throw.
on.
Got a tech.
Losers, quarterfinals, moving past. So that means that they'll be in semifinals after this.
I don't know about you, but I feel like, especially against Mai's, like there's like 3-4 characters like Amy, who like most of their game plan is just throwing you. And so when I see one of those characters, I can't help but tech all the
Every time.
And it's